Home in time. What's up, Taylor? Check this out. Burn Adventure, what's up? I'm going to make sure this is working well. Hey, how are you doing? Weird to ask, even when I'm watching you. I'm doing well, Raphael. How are you? Lots of messages here. 1 second. What's up? Do you have a goal hairstyle? Yeah, it's a really good question. My goal hairstyle is like a little bit longer on top, a little bit longer. I would say just generally like a better cut, but I always like to keep the sides really short. So it's more about, Charles Mowbray, I can't see you. It's more about keeping that than like having. It's more about like frequent haircuts to keep that length. I really like that. I don't know why I just had to give such a complicated answer to a question that was. Yes, I think my goal hairstyle is similar to this, shorter on the sides, a little bit longer on top. Maybe some product or something that makes it look better. Louis Joe Inaga. Hola, Michael. Hello. Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you. Or nice to see you. I'm glad you liked my suggestion for making sure that Airbnb renters cleaned up. We can see your comments, Chris, but not your face. Nightbot. I'm good, thank you. I took a break on editing pictures here and found out about your channel. You're a brave man. Cool. Are you a photographer, Raphael? Well, how you said my last name? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's Louis or Louis. I think it's Louis. What made you decide to finally create OnlyFans #Patronage? I feel like the decision kind of came from thinking about like the essence of the idea, because at the end of the day, like it would not be I don't think sexually performing any more than like I am content performing in terms of like this live stream. It's just like the other aspects of my life. Like all I would be doing is literally putting a webcam in my bathroom and like sort of like completing the live stream idea of like literally live streaming everything. So in some ways I think it's an even better realization of the project than not doing it. My biggest qualm, as I said in the newsletter, but like my biggest qualm with it really is the idea of like having people pay for it. But obviously I like that idea because like I think that a lot of people expressed interest in paying for it, and I could definitely use more money. Which, side note, thank you to everyone who signed up for Patreon. But it's, I don't know, that's basically my that's how I feel about it. Open to more discussion about it though. It's obviously not a finalized decision because I have not started doing it yet. Hello, Andres. Hello, I'm new to the channel. I came from Roma, Italia. That's awesome. Welcome here. Yes, I'm from South Brazil. I followed you earlier on IG. Hell yeah. Wait, I think let me see if I feel like I just saw one of your comments. Let's see. Yes, yeah, this is you. Yeah, you have a sweet account, dude. It's very cool. very. So yeah, I understand now. Photography. It's very cool. What is this channel about? This channel is me live streaming my entire life for a year straight. How much did you initially think you'd get from Patreon? Did you meet that goal yet? How much did I think I would get? I don't know. I'm constantly surprised with like the amount of things that people contribute anytime like I ask, or like if I don't even ask, sometimes people just like contribute things, and it's pretty crazy to me. I feel like I thought a goal of like $100 would be pretty cool, because that's like a good amount of money, especially considering it's on a recurring basis. So at the very least, like if I did it for 3 more months, then like I think that would be cool. But obviously, quite a bit higher. Let me see what it's at. Let's see what we got here. Patreon. If you guys don't know, I just made a Patreon yesterday, so that's what we're talking about here. $374 a month. Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts. That's really cool. Attempt number 9. Did you catch Biggins? I don't know what that means. Hey, Butthead, what's up, Josh? Josh, Naomi, welcome. That was a very adult answer, Michael. And I think it's very smart to do whatever you feel comfortable doing, and you will always have people here to support you. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good feeling. I mean, another thing that if you... I've only had one person so far who really was like, I don't want to associate with you anymore if you do that. But other than that, I think that it's really reassuring that so many people in my life, like the vast majority, are so supportive, regardless of that decision. So I think that's great. Naomi, do you have hairstyle advice for him? I think he needs it. This is the post skate park hairstyle. So this is going. I'm gonna make a beauty channel. How do you feel about possibly seeing this OnlyFans content all over the internet? That's the thing. Like, personally, I really don't care. The only part about that would bother me is, like, if I did make it a subscription basis thing, then I would hope that it wouldn't just become, like, one person does the subscription and then just gives it to everyone else. Because I guess that would kind of be disappointing. But in terms of, like, a lot of people seeing me naked, like, it doesn't bother me. As I said this, like, a couple of times, there are like way worse aspects of this project, like so many clips and things that people could extract that could circulate the internet that would truly make me like sad. But I wouldn't be surprised if it happened at any point, not at all. But that me being naked, like I really don't care. Like that's such an unimportant aspect of who I am as a person that it wouldn't bother me. Telling the truth. Do you intend to keep it up? From Taylor. I think that is meaning like the live stream after the year. No, no, I don't intend to keep it up. As in, like, right now, my direct intention is not. I'm going to continue doing it, but I would say it's pretty close to like 50-50 at this point. It sways back all the time. My advice for his hair would be him to find a celebrity or athlete with aspirational hair. That is good advice. Big, largemouth bass. Thank you, Glazzy. And go for that goal. I would make a Patreon command, but I don't have access to Nightbot, so we'll have to ask Parker or something. Taylor, I can give you all that access. I don't know how most of that stuff works, but I'm happy to provide you with everything. You are my go-to Twitch mod. Michael, do you have the Instagram? I do have an Instagram. It's Michael Gerry Livestream. Adcom. Hello, are you snoring when you are sleeping? Sometimes. Not entirely sure. Oop, I haven't tried that yet. Good advice. Naomi, I'll take a suggestion too. What if you farted on stream? Andres, that's such a good question. I actually spent this entire year avoiding foods that even have the opportunity to make me produce like any sort of gastric response, because I really couldn't stomach having that out on the internet. So I'd probably cancel the project if I felt like I had to fart. Just shut it down immediately. Hi, Michael. Good morning. Good morning to you, Winger. He could go for another haircut at Toby's. I could. I think Toby did a great job. The command Patreon is... Hey, nice, Taylor. Thank you. That's awesome. Patreon. It's okay, brother. Toby's haircut is great, and the chair is so cool. Yeah, that was sweet. I was thinking that the next home game, I would go up to Austin, because if I'm renting the place out, I might as well like go somewhere, and so Austin would be a sweet place to go. Ethan has to stay because he has to work on game day weekends, but I could go hang out with Toby. That'd be pretty fun. I would like snoring in your bed with you. Haha. Thank you. Yes, Beth and Naomi, I loved it. What was that from? Oh, yeah. Cowboys won today. Check your Instagram DMs. Okay, I will, but not during this. So you had this friend who would stay away if you continue the OnlyFans. How would you feel if that is not the first time someone will disconnect with you like another friend or maybe relative? I would understand relatives. Here's the thing. The thing about that bothered me the most, as I said in the newsletter, is like it's someone who's been a part of the project. Like they've had their face in their essence and everything about them like associated with the project in quite a large way, and so, but with no problems up to this point. And then for that to be the line, I think it's so ridiculous and arbitrary. But there are a lot of people in my life who expressed from the outset that like they didn't want to be a part, they didn't want to be on camera and stuff. I totally get that. Like that's everyone's personal choice. Whether their reason is like logical or not, it's their choice. You know, I don't mean to impose this project on anyone. It's just my thing. And I'm sure that there would be friends and stuff and people in my life who would be like a little bit more wary of being associated with me if I was known as like an adult entertainer, but I don't know. I don't think that it would be the same as someone saying like it endangers my future to like be associated with you if you're going to like add this aspect to your stream. Okay, let's see. But also, I have like for the most part really good friends and people who are okay with this type of stuff, and I don't think that many of them would respond. Maybe like I could see some people responding that way, like maybe Lance would think it was crazy or something, but I think in general my friends would be pretty understanding. Shelbi said would pay for tier that you would lick Ethan's armpit. Okay, that's actually the $1,000 tier, Shelbi. If you do that one, I didn't put that description in there, but that's part of the reward. What time is it where you live? It's 9:14 p.m. I picked the Cowboys. A lot of sports talk. My grandma, OMG, Chargers fan. Glad to be your friend and part of the stream. Thank you, Josh. Same to you. What is that noisy sound when you are making your sleep stream? It's probably my air conditioning, if I had to guess. Art of War, very good book. I don't know where that comes from. Honestly, so many people do it nowadays. The shock factor to it is just like gone. It doesn't make you any less of a good person if you do it. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree that it doesn't make anyone less of like a good person to do something like that. But I think in terms of like the majority of people, you're still gonna get a shock factor by saying if you say like there's a webcam that just shows me like naked all the time, like a lot of people are gonna say like, wow, that's, you know, you're gonna get some reactions with the general public for sure. Thank you so much for the honesty. Now I feel like you're almost ready for the crazy world of OnlyFans. Good morning, Mick. How you doing, Dr. Custard? What's up? Is your experiment to see how many people will come into the stream and expect human interaction with you, the streamer? Teeny weeny. No? Michael, the extra vlog you'll be doing with Ethan for Patreon only. Will those of us who don't have that still get to see all the vlogs except one per month? Well, I guess technically, yeah, because I probably won't make more than one a month, but if I did make more than one, then I guess you would. Or maybe not. Maybe I would just you know, give the patrons a little extra treat. I don't know. I will do one this month, though, because it is a month. Michael, what's your favorite football team? Probably the Packers, Green Bay Packers, but I don't really know anything about football. What happened to our podcast? That's a good question. I don't know. I just didn't really like doing it that much. I kept trying to change things with Ethan, like figure out what worked and what didn't, but it never really struck a chord with me. It was just like basically saying nonsense for an hour, which is fine. It's fun, but I don't know. The real question is, which tier price would you eat Taco Bell at? If I get one more person in the $100 tier, I'll make it Taco Bell mukbang. Public for everyone. I'll put it on my YouTube channel. That's a promise right now. That's it. That's an absolute promise. I have one person who is $100 or aka Immortal Streamite. If I get one more, Taco Bell mukbang. Let's see. Can you stop your fan when you sleep? I would love to hear your breath and snoring. I'm sorry, Francois. I cannot, for I need the cold air. I always expect to talk to the streamer unless it's a super fast, busy chat. Yeah. Teeny weeny. The thing is, like, I didn't mean to, like, dismiss your earlier comment, but there are a lot of times when I just, like, have to, like, focus on what I'm doing in my life. And obviously I'm still streaming it, but, like, you know, it's impossible for me, like, emotionally and mentally to actually be, like, involved with the chat 24/7 every, you know, or, like, all the time that I'm awake. It's like too draining, and it's, like, exhausting of my resources, and I have to use those mental resources to do other things. So, but I like to interact with the chat when I can, and I also like that I'm going to do this every Sunday. So if you're, like, really need the interaction, which I respect and appreciate, then this is the best time. Okay, talk to the streamer. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Teeny Weeny. I think it's just different with this project in particular. Yes, will you do more podcasts? I like the one with you. Oh, speaking of that, I should have put this in the newsletter, but on the 25th of this month, I'll update this. 25th this month, I'm doing a hangout with Bukursky, so that's like 3 days. Mukbang. Yeah, someone did the 100 one. They were originally on, like, the $5 one. They switched over last night. It was pretty dope. Puke bang is more like it. Yeah, or poop bang afterwards. If it was that Taco Bell. What are you looking forward to most when Dad visits in a couple of weeks? I'm most looking forward to maybe doing the surf thing with him. I think that'll be fun. Maybe, like, having a couple good conversations. I love your strong snoring. Can I have a Q&A with Mrs. Gerry in the future? Yeah, Mom. We can put the thing about, like, the schedule and stuff, or just, like, having a schedule and doing hangouts is, everything has been so chaotic for me this year, but now, like, I really am sort of, like, fitting into a little bit of a schedule, and so to be able to say, like, let's do this Q&A or like hang out over at this time, and, like, be able to firmly say that, I think is a privilege that I'm, like, unlocking in the near future. So I think that if my mom is down, we can set one up. Have you traveled outside your country yet? Yeah, I've been outside a couple times. A lot of great other countries out there. But also really like the U.S. for a lot of reasons. I love the channel. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you, Diamond Stingray. Good idea. Yeah, cool. Thanks for the honest response. No problem, Teeny Weeny. Michael, let me get on your show. On my show. You mean to do, like, a hangout? Give me a Skype call. I might do those at some point in the future where I've done in the past where I have, like, a hangout and anyone can join, but I haven't done that recently, but maybe sometime in the future. Are you going to TwitchCon? I'm not. I actually thought about it a little bit, but it would be very impractical for me. Poop bang. Yeah, poop bang if I did a mukbang at Taco Bell. That was the joke. I can't wait for Beth and Michael's dad. Was it time? How long do you sleep every day? Usually between 7 and 9 hours. I think last night I slept for like 10 or 11, but the 2 previous nights it was closer to 6, so had to make up some sleep. That's not Michael's. Can I call you now? No. I mean, you can, but I won't answer. Thank you, you. Speechless. I love you, man. Thank you, Dan Noturno. Appreciate it. Minecraft's taking over. I think Minecraft took over like a couple months ago. Anything planned for autumn, winter? Any trips or vacations, Halloween, or and Christmas? Someone introduced the idea of going on a trip for Thanksgiving. I think that's a good idea. I think the biggest plans for the end of the year are I want to have a bunch of people from the stream come visit towards like Christmas time, if I'm not in Idaho. And I want to have my mom come down at some point again. And then maybe do a trip somewhere. I'll probably go to Austin a couple times, but I don't know. I don't have anything crazy planned. So what's going on? Halloween plans. No Halloween. You know what? Someone's probably gonna do a Halloween party, and maybe I'll like go to that, and that'll be cool. But other than that, I don't think anything. Wow, good sleep. So I only got 2 hours last night. That sucks. Yeah, sleep is important, man. But that's brutal, Brad. Diamond Stingray. You're a panda. Michael Snow. Satay Chicken, he's talking to his viewers. What's the weirdest thing someone has said in chat? Someone told me to fart on my dog once, but it wasn't like a joke. It was like one of those people who just go like fart, show foot, fart on dog, please. And so that was pretty weird. But also, people on Twitch say crazy weird stuff, and I just like miss a lot of the chats. So, and people on Twitch generally say like meaner things too. You, in general, that's what we tend to get. But the people who watch this on Twitch, like the recurring viewers, are very nice. Ask your questions while you can. Mrs. Gerry would really like Q&A to be more special if you were there. Yeah, see, Mom, you have to come out. Halloween parties are bound to happen in this town. I would love to visit. I've never been to the old USA. It's like $3,000 for the whole trip. Jeez. We watch you sleep all the time. I didn't do anything at the end. The project will continue until December 31st of this year. So, actually, today is maybe it was yesterday. Let me check this out. There's 100 days more of the stream, guaranteed. 100 days. Computer robots, what's up? Do you ever feel awkward knowing people are watching all the time? No, I don't usually feel awkward. There are things that the first time I had to do them was awkward. No worries. No. So, like, I think the first time I did yoga, I felt awkward. It's so weird. And then, like, playing piano and stuff at first, because it's, like, so bad. Like, I would still consider myself, like a very average, like, beginner, intermediate. But, like, I was definitely worse when I started playing, because I hadn't played in a long time. So things like that are embarrassing, but I feel like I get over it pretty quickly. And there are a lot of moments that I look back on, and I'm like, oh, it was embarrassing. But usually I don't think about it in the moment. Or awkward. We should go to a haunted house for the stream. That would be fun. Hardcore Minecraft veteran. Sorry if this is a common question. Where is it? Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. How are we going? Are we going to see any more of shorter streams after your year's stream? I hope so. Yeah, like, if I continued the project, I would make, like, a few small changes, but I would continue it in the form of, like, a live stream, because this is the idea of live stream. I mean, this is the type of, like, media that I think is intriguing. This is what I like and would want to watch if it existed outside of me doing it, so that is what I would continue doing. And this is what I like doing, because I'm just living my normal life, and, like, there are a lot of inconveniences and expenses associated with it, but in general, I find it very satisfying, and I find it very livable and sustainable for the most part, especially with the assistance of patrons. Your piano is improving insanely. Thanks, Naomi. Yeah, I've been putting in a lot of hours. I think I put in, like, I think I've probably put in like 100 to like maybe 125, 150 hours since picking it back up again. But I want to keep that trend going. Like try and keep an average of like 2 hours a day. I think Michael is lonely right now and needs his parents to come visit him to keep his mental stability. See, Mom, listen, computers, you have to come out here. I have a humor influences question because you and Ethan make me laugh. Who are your biggest humor influences in your life? Can be celebrities or not? That's a great question. The funniest people I know are Hunter Fox, whose sense of humor I can never really like emulate, and then Clayton, who is one of my good friends. And I spent a lot of time with Clayton last year, like early 2018. I lived in Amsterdam with him for like 6 months or 5 months, and I feel like a lot of his personality like rubbed off on me. And then Bukursky, I feel like I picked up some things from him. I don't think that I'm like a particularly hilarious person, but I really like to surround myself with funny people because it makes my life better, and I like those traits rubbing off when possible. But in terms of celebrities, I think that I stumbled upon like Cody Ko a while back, and I thought he was really funny. And Eric Andre is probably one of the funniest people ever, and like Hannibal is really funny too. But recently, I've been watching a lot of Jeff Wittick's videos, and I find that's like a really, really funny type of content. But yeah, I don't know, a lot of funny people. Humor is incredible. What will we do after? It's a good question, Isabel. I feel like I know your life pretty well, which is weird. That's cool, Sate. Glad to hear it. I feel like people have difficulty moving on when the stream is over. I can't wait for a certain someone to visit him next month. Update on Daniel. I told him about the job opportunities that you told me about, Josh, and he didn't seem super interested, but I think he's like looking for something in like warehouse work. But I'm gonna keep, like, I send him things all the time, and I'm like, you should apply to this. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep, because I think he'll come out eventually if he just gets the right opportunity and gets accepted to a job. Oops. Hunter is the funniest person on the stream. Yeah, Hunter's like an otherworldly level of funny. But he's funny. He's that funny, not because he's a doofus. He's that funny because I think he's like just one of the smartest guys. Like, I don't know. I think his brain is just like way different than everyone else's. He's hilarious. I really, really wish he would come visit. Let's see. Jeff Spicoli. I got an idea after your stream. You can make a film, maybe about a 2-hour film, all the highlights of the year. How cool would that be? I've thought about that, Dr. Custard. One of my like biggest plans, if I stopped streaming, I think the next project that I would tackle would be probably making a documentary about this experience. But also just making a collection of highlights that was long, I thought would be so funny too. But I would have to be a lot like more diligent and I don't know, just spend more time picking out the highlights and stuff from every day, short clips and stuff too that I just think are funny. But I don't do that often. I tend to pick ones that I think are like larger or especially funny, so it doesn't lend itself as well to a large compilation. She's having technical difficulties. Your humor is important. I think you're hilarious in your own right, and hilarious as well in your interactions with Ethan. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. Yeah, Ethan's a pretty funny guy too. I think I picked up some of Ethan's personality back in the day, and like took myself less seriously. But now Ethan takes himself more seriously, so the equation's really flipped. When are we going to see Lance again on stream? I don't know. You should DM him, computer, and tell him to come visit. But I have a feeling he probably won't be on for the rest of the year. Oh Sanderson Farms job. You should send me some information on that, Shelby, if that's a good option. Yes, I would love that. Can you audition for Survivor? I think you probably can, but I don't know if I'd be good for. Hi, I wanted to ask if do you want to become famous? Do I want to become famous? I think so. Yeah. I guess that would be pretty cool. I feel like there are certain aspects of life that, like, as humans, or like as general people in like American society, we just kind of want to unlock an experience just to see what it's like. And so I feel like fame is kind of one of those things. Everyone is curious about what that experience would be like. So I'm definitely curious, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. And I wouldn't do a project like this if I was worried about getting famous, because I obviously thought that this would have a lot of traction on the internet. If you don't continue, did you ever consider vlogging? I actually did vlogging with Ethan and like some stuff on my own before. Most of it unpublished, but before I did this project. And I felt like it wasn't quite the right media for me. There's like a lot of theoretical thought behind that, and the reasoning for stopping doing it, and why I think something like this is better. I don't know. There's a lot that goes into that, but basically, yeah, I have considered that quite a bit and done it. Is Ethan moving to Norway? Maybe, Pedro. It's possible. You should invite Lexi down. Naomi, no joke. I don't know if you saw when she called, but she told me, she's like, I'm going to come visit in November or something. Out of nowhere. She just called. I think that she broke up with her boyfriend or something, and she just wanted to come visit. I was like, all right, that's fine. Like, I haven't talked to her at all since then or before then, but she just said that. So she might come out. Who knows? I may have heard in your streams that you have a Scottish member of your family. Is that correct? If so, really cool. Yes, Dr. Custard. My uncle, his wife's family, they're all Scottish, and like very Scottish, like so Scottish that sometimes I can't even tell what some of them are saying because their accent is so thick. But they're very, very nice. He could audition for Nick and audition for Big Brother. So many perspectives in this project. Your thought about the overall project, your impact to the social media community, how all my people feel after the project. Yeah, that's my hope. I hope to have an impact on the social media community. I think that's one of my bigger goals. This project could be a one-hit wonder. Vlogging is dead for new vloggers unless it's purely new and very exciting. Yeah, teeny weeny. That's a good point. I think that vlogging saw its peak with the Pauls. I think the Logan Paul, Casey Neistat introduced it. The Pauls like brought it to the pop scene, I think, and then it's kind of died in that form. Like, people still watch them and stuff. Is this internet connection okay, or am I skipping? But yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, you have to have something new if you're gonna be a vlogger. I mean, David Dobrik is killing it right now, but like, that's almost, that's hardly vlogging. It's a different type of content. You got to be inventive. You got to create something new and be persistent with something good in order for you to be successful on like YouTube or any platform, I guess. Would you ever do a fart compilation from Oreo Prince? I don't really know how to answer that. Would I ever edit my farts together? No, I would not spend the time. I hardly even edit my highlights together, and that's way more important than me farting. Hi, I could have a Skype ID that I could be your friend on Skype. You'd think I even have Skype. I want to visit when Lexi comes. Alright, I'll tell her to come in December or something then. So Scottish, they are related to groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons. Don't know enough about The Simpsons to get that joke, but I'm assuming that guy's Scottish. Okay, you're my last hope. Do you own a sandwich from Jockle? Do I own a sandwich? I own the ingredients to make a sandwich, I think. Well, I don't. Ethan does. Shelby. Shelby, I forgot to give you coffee filters. I forgot to give you Ethan's coffee filters. I'm sorry. If you want to come back and grab them, feel free. I'm happy to give them to you. Like Charlie, Shelby. Instead of the save, I'm going to put a banner and save. You can make your own trim and show. Goose, what's up? How's it going? Will you make Shelbi a mod? I think I told Shelbi that she can be a mod if she wants to, but I don't think that she wanted to. I think she said she was happy with position. You're skipping shit. Alright. I'm on the wrong internet, so that's... I want to switch, but it's also... It would end the stream. So we'll just power through this one, and I'll make sure that I'm on the right internet next time. You're fine. Casey Neistat didn't introduce vlogging. I think Shay Carl... Yeah, but I sort of mean, like, mainstream. Like, Casey Neistat made it mainstream. He made it popular, and then, like, Logan Paul and Jake Paul made it, like, pop. Like, pop vlogging. Like, that's... I don't know. That's what I think. But I think Casey Neistat really, like, invented the genre in its final form. David calls his vlogs a sitcom. Yeah, probably closer to that. Like a compressed sitcom. Oreo Prince, why don't you ask Ethan to do that? That's a great point. Computer again. I wonder why people have this thing with farts with Charles. Consecutive daily. Charles Trippy. Interesting. Well, I hold the Guinness World Record unofficial for the longest continuous live stream, so Charles Trippy and I, you know, we're not so different. Do you hate Fortnite? No, I don't. Well, you never watched The Simpsons? I've watched it, but not, like, enough to know the characters. I didn't think it was as funny as, like, Family Guy or American Dad. Growing your hair back out. Goose, yeah, I am. The bald days were very easy upkeep, but then you go bald, and you miss hair. Speaking of that, Connor Hayes, if you guys remember, who was part of the New Orleans experience, I went on the road trip with him in St. Louis and stuff, he just shaved his head bald. Shit, this internet is all over the place. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to fix it, but we've got like 5 minutes left, so we will endure it. Any thoughts on Ice Poseidon? I don't keep up with what he's doing anymore. I probably should be like more involved in what streamers are doing, but I think that he's also someone who kind of pushed the boundaries of the genre of live streaming, and I think that's a good thing. A lot of people have like critiques of his personality and stuff, but I haven't watched him enough to like either like him or dislike him as a person. I don't really like the disruptive public stuff in general. Like, it's not really my style. Like yelling and that type of stuff in public. But I think that he's probably a nice guy. And Casey really elevated. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about Ice Poseidon. I just don't know enough about him, but I think that he's definitely done good things in terms of bringing streaming, like live streaming, IRL stuff, making it more popular. Casey took it to the next level. Yeah, I agree. I live in a small village in Scotland called Renton, Dunbarton. Ask your Scottish folks if they know my area. It'd be cool if I will. My uncle just went to Scotland. Oh shit. So I will copy that, and I'll ask him. And he might ask his relatives. Have you ever played League of Legends? I played for like 10 minutes, but it was hardly considered playing because I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just clicking random buttons. Did you used to have a lisp? I don't think so. I think that people have... There was this thing that people did in my fraternity where they do like a play, and they like make fun of everyone in the play. And I wasn't there for it, but apparently people... The way that they made fun of me was by like having a speech impediment. And so I wasn't really aware of that, but I guess that I have a speech impediment. Your idea helped me improve my English. Thanks. No problem, number one. Going to clocking at work. All right, see you, Josh. Yes, who can forget Connor? I'll be awake while everyone's asleep. CX. I'll probably Still awake from my noisy neighbor. Dude, are you teeny weenie from the Japan trip? So Connor's, he has a bad haircut at the beginning and end up shaving them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, his haircut is funny. He's a funny guy too. Perfect guy to do that. Because he can definitely rock any look and just like embrace it. Some good advice from Naomi. Did your advice from Poach benefit you at all? Do you use it? Let me revisit this advice. He told me to get Nightbot, which I think I already had, but I think I didn't have it on Twitch, so I added it to Twitch because he recommended that, which I should have done in the first place, but I think that was probably helpful because now you can like add, I don't know how it works, but maybe that's the way that the commands are added. I don't know, but if that's how, I'm not sure if it's helpful or not, but I think that was good advice. Let's see. What's up, dude? See you on Johnny Boost Socks Discord too. Did Ice do coke there? Have a good shift, Josh. 4 a.m. here now, Mike. Have a great night. Hope to see you on stream tomorrow. Alright, good night, Dr. Custard. If you said you like girls, so I might give you a phone. Oh, nice. So, I don't know what that is, the 30-day IRL stream, but that sounds like something that I should check out. That sounds cool. Screenshotted. We'll look it up later. I'm married now. How do you stream in just chatting section in Twitch without chatting with the chat? It's a good question. I don't know. A lot of people told me to stream just chatting because I was streaming like unlisted or uncategorized or whatever, and so I changed it. I got banned for a day one time because I accidentally had my sleepstream going and it was like in the just chatting category, and I was in underwear like sleeping, so I deserved to get banned probably. It was a mistake on my part, but I guess it's just allowed to do just chatting. I don't know. I really don't know the Twitch rules well. Like I read the TOS, but I don't know. I think there are like secret rules that people violate or can report you for. But I think that so far I haven't gotten banned for just doing normal things. But I also interact with the chat sometimes, like once in a while. So I miss Poach TT. He's been on like stream hiatus for a long time now. Is that because he doesn't like Fortnite anymore, or because of like the Twitter hacking thing? Can you flex for us? Yeah, I can flex for you. Alright, you ready? I'm gonna flex in 3, 2, 1. 21 people signed up for my Patreon. Do you have any experiences with photography? Yeah, I actually used to work as a professional videographer and photographer, but I didn't do anything like artistic really with photography. I just did work, so I just take pictures of people and stuff for money. I was pretty average. I was a pretty average or like beginner level professional. Michael, do you have a plan to talk to the friend who is against your nudity? I hope you keep open minds, both have a good discussion, maintain the friendship. I thought about today a lot. I don't know. Like, I probably overreacted in terms of, like, what I said to her about it, and, like, I could probably have a conversation about it, but it just, like, it irritated me so much, and it just makes me think that, like, if I feel like someone thinks that the friendship is valueless, which, in my mind, like, that was kind of what that was saying, then it's like, what's the point in having a conversation? Like, what am I going to convince this person to, like, value me as a friend? I don't know. So I probably will talk to that person at some point, but if they're willing to have that conversation, if they aren't too concerned about being associated with the stream to have a conversation with me. You can't check it out. I got perma'd from Twitch and they locked the content away until. That's pretty messed up. That sucks. But you streamed for 30 days straight and oh shit, wait, I can't see this. Oh. That sucks. Okay. I'm technically over the time that I was. I usually do these for like 45 minutes because I try and go to bed pretty early. So I'll just wrap up with the questions that are here right now, and then I will end this and go off to sleep. Can't show underwear. Yeah. It was totally my fault on the Twitch thing. Like, I deserved it. I didn't think that was my fault at first. I thought that someone just reported like the thing randomly, but then I saw that the Sleepstream accidentally streamed there. So he absolutely hates the state of Fortnite. I said, yeah, I saw him talking about that. Someone was talking about like the overpowered max. I don't know the deal, but I respect that guy. Poach seems like an awesome dude, so I respect his opinion. Congrats to you and your wife and Donna. Like I said, you think it's a good idea. IP2 or now. I know who. I don't know what that is. IP2. No, don't, Pedro. Word. Michael's a good guy. Alright. Whatever you guys think is best. Are you planning to stay on earlier bedtime schedule? Yeah, I do. I plan on staying on the earlier bedtime schedule. I really like it. Don't you have super chat? I think I could do super chat. He needs YouTube partner. I actually could monetize. The thing is, I don't want YouTube showing ads on my content because most of it gets like claimed by companies for songs and stuff anyways. But I think that YouTube might already be showing. Tell me if you guys see ads on my stuff. Because I saw ads on my stuff, like some banner ads. And if you guys have already seen ads, then I'm just going to monetize because like I might as well get some money if they're going to show ads regardless. But I wanted to not monetize because I just didn't. It was worth it to me not to have ads on my stuff. But I guess if they're going to show them regardless, I will monetize. They went hard on your ass with the memes, dude. Daily for 30 days in Japan. Yeah, but not 24/7. But did you do like, I'm assuming all the time that you were awake? Fortnite beats PUBG's popularity. Apex Legends tries to beat Fortnite's popularity. How many more days till your last? 100 days up north. 100 days exactly. IB2 is the most dangerous Reddit to. I know. I will look into that as well. Not to like promote myself or anything, but lots of interesting things brought up in here that I don't know about. That's it for me too. Nice to meet you and get to know you. Nice to meet you too, Raphael. Projects for your team at banner ads for everyone. You don't get a penny from that, only video ads usually. Okay, that's interesting. I just didn't have, but on that note, I didn't see them ever on my streams until I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I feel like YouTube's like snaps their fingers or something, and once you hit that point, and they start doing banners. Will we ever do a gaming stream? Probably, yeah. I'll do another one at some point, maybe with Bakursky. I've done some in the past, like 90% Minecraft, but yeah, probably some. But I really gotta close this down. Let's see. Key lime. I've been thinking about getting an ad blocker too. I don't think I'm going to do it, but so many ads are just like so annoying. Do you anticipate any difficulty transitioning from being recorded to a full year to not streaming anymore? Yeah, I anticipate there'll probably be some difficulty. I think I'll probably feel like lonelier because I won't have people like to talk to all the time or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there will be problems if I decide not to continue streaming, but I have to go to sleep. Enable super chat. Jude Q. I think I will. I will monetize myself. I'll put it on my list of things to do tomorrow. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks for asking your questions. Thanks for coming. A special thanks on this stream to everyone who decided to sign up for the Patreon, and for people who are just here in general. Thank you guys. And